We are about to begin our next talk, but before we do so, I wanted to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about, as you know, Lucky Friday is one of the sponsors, and we are about to launch our first NFT project that is solely for charity. It's called Teddy DAO, as you can see the hat that I'm wearing, and we will be launching very soon. We're just about to announce our official launch, and what this allows people to do is go on. It's very much like the Nouns Down mechanic. It's all being done on Moonbeam, and you can choose the charity of your choice through our partner Just Giving, and your funds go straight to the charity of your choice. And if you're the winning bidder, you get the teddy bear. And so if you have any questions about this, of course, you can always reach out to me or jump into our Discord. The easy thing to do is follow us on Twitter at TeddyDAONFT, and you can find a pinned tweet that has a brief Medium article with a Discord link and a bunch of other information. I'm assuming he will be, oh, here he is. Okay, so sorry about that blip. We will now get to hear from him about the SORA card and how this will work in the future.
Yes, thank you very much for the introduction. Let me share my screen so we can get started. So I'm Beno, I'm one of the contributors to SORA, and today I would like to introduce you and also invite you to start a conversation with us about business banking for the Substrate ecosystem and what we can offer there with SORA card business. So quick intro to SORA will follow, followed by some challenges that you might face with your business, some solutions that we offer, and what action you can take there now already. So SORA is a new economic system with on-chain governance that enables economic growth and a layer 1 substrate network in the Polka ecosystem, enabling DeFi and other applications that are built for financial inclusion and to strengthen the freedom of the individual. So some challenges that you might face with your business could be regarding your values or your daily finances and operations. And then let's see how we can potentially tackle them. So most of us here strive to build decentralized and self-custodial solutions for your users, while actually the business tools that you are using are mainly centralized and custodial. And you really work hard on making that Web3 a reality, while your business tools are often Web2. At the same time, your business tries to push innovation and push boundaries, while still complying, of course, with regulatory constraints. And things like payroll and other recurring multi-currency incoming and outgoing payments can be very much a burden of manual labor and accounting challenges. There's also no real decentralized crypto-friendly one-stop shop available for your business. Specifically, that includes also your own token, which brings challenges with treasury management and so on. Multiple apps are usually required to fulfill your needs, which increases the time and the resources you spend. And no business app has a fiat bank account with a MasterCard and a self-custodial crypto wallet and decentralized exchange for your business needs. So the solution that we are working on and that we are offering is the SORA card business and its integrations. So SORA card business, or SORA card, what is SORA card is the product name for our neo-banking style business banking suite with an IBAN, so a bank account, a MasterCard debit card, and this integrates into decentralized and self-custodial crypto solutions. It's of course compliant with EU regulations. You can't do otherwise when fiat is involved, and you have the traditional and expected banking features like SEPA transactions, Swift transactions, cash withdrawal, and so forth. Now, the real value from SORA card, because as you can see, it's a neobank solution like, you know, Revolut, etc. But its integration into decentralized applications is really where the value comes from. So we are currently integrating into ADAR, Fearless Wallet, Polka Swap, and SORA Wallet. And because of this, it can host all your financial services in one place. So we'll go a bit deeper into that shortly. So with Fearless Wallet browser extension, this allows you to access SORA card without leaving your dApp, which is great for user retention on your application. And the MVP of SORA card business will be on the SORA network, allowing for a very smooth exchange between SORA and fiat. But the future is looking multi-chain, multi-token. And so we would like to start there, of course, with Substrate networks. So specifically, which integrations can bring or add value to your business? First of all, there's ADAR, which launched earlier this week or the end of last week. Then there's Polka Swap, Fearless Wallet. And we are open for and discussing other integrations for that neo banking suite. So quick introduction to ADAR without going too much into detail. It's an advanced digital asset router. So it simply puts recurring multi-currency payments for you. It automates them. And so this is a self-custodial decentralized application. It's very easy to use. So you simply upload a CVS file. Later, other file formats will be supported as well. And you can keep track of all your accounting, automated payments, etc. So again, the MVP is on SORA network. Of course, this is designed for a multi-chain future. Most payments are still being done in ETH or USDT, USDC, you name it. So multiple other non-substrate chains as well are being integrated here. And it works on a Polka Swap trading engine. We'll come to that later on what is relevant there. But so in the future, SORA card business card will integrate here and potentially in other business applications as well. It's built by the ABET group, and if you're curious, I invite you to have a look at adar.com. So SORA card business is also integrating with Polka Swap, the DEX for the interoperable future, currently with the first live Substrate to Ethereum bridge and the multi-EVM bridge and Substrate to Substrate bridges are on testnet. This will allow for all your treasury and other assets soon to be managed in one place, of both traditional finance or your fiat and your crypto assets from your treasury. Important here that it powers ADAR, so it uses the same mechanism, it uses the same liquidity, and it grants you the same access to your token and funds, of course. Another valuable integration will be with Fearless Wallet, the DeFi wallet for the future. So the Fearless Wallet browser extension allows for your users, or the SORA card users rather, to stay on your application while swapping tokens, while buying your token with crypto, or making other purchases or utility of their crypto tokens in your application. So this is brings a lot of value to have an increased retention of users on your application. And of course, it helps you, the business owner, with your treasury management in the future. All DOT and Kusama tokens and staking and more will be available in one place. So this sounds great. So how can we make this work for us? Besides, of course, registering soon for SORA card business, we recommend joining the Polka Swap as a Service liquidity program. So what it basically is a liquidity and listing program where you, the team, can provide single-sided liquidity on Polka Swap and earn revenue for your treasury. So this allows for you to streamline your experience on ADAR, Polka Swap, Fearless Wallet, and other tools in the future where SORA card business will integrate. This works in a sense that the SORA community matches your liquidity, so you don't need to provide ETH or USDT or any other token that you usually provide for trading pairs, and you give your community access to a DEX with low fees. that is built for the interoperable future. You don't pay market maker fees. The listing is free, and we do some co-marketing together. And as a reminder, PolkaSwap is a decentralized self-custodial app. So, as mentioned, the PolkaSwap is the engine for ADAR, is integrating in Fearless Wallet. So adding your liquidity here will give you and your users or your token holders the optimal experience. So we started with PolkaSwap as a service now with ERC20 tokens that can be bridged via our Hashi bridge with a successful first onboarding of CAPS token by Technoa. And of course, in the future, all EVM chain tokens and BTC and Substrate tokens will be welcomed. And secondly, we recommend integrating Fearless Wallet browser extension, giving your community and yourself access in your decentralized application to Fearless Wallet. That's it from me for now. As a brief introduction, as mentioned, it's mainly aimed as an invitation to start a conversation with us, as we have already done with many of the ecosystem teams. And thanks again, Equilibrium and Talisman, for this great initiative.
Thanks so much, Beno. We actually do have a couple questions from the audience, if you don't mind answering them. One question is, when can we use the SORA card and what countries will it be available in?
Yep, that's a great question. It will be ready for signing up, hopefully next week. So it's already out of our hands for a couple of weeks. The bank is finalizing the production environment. So then you can order it, and a couple of weeks later, you can actually use it. So no concrete timeline. It's a bit out of our hands at the moment. And for the regions, so the account that you will receive is in Europe. It's a Lithuanian account, just like with Revolut, for example. You can order it globally and use it globally on the MasterCard network. And there's just a few countries that are excluded, like Russia, Myanmar, and a few others. But in general, it's globally available. We're starting with a Euro card, but it will probably be later on the US dollar cards, British pounds, etc.
Okay, and then D-Wolf is asking if KYC is required to access the SORA card.
For SORA card, yes, it is required. You are opening a bank account and using fiat services. You can still use all of the other applications like ADAR, like PolkaSwap, without KYC if you desire to do so. But if you want to apply for SORA cards, the first step is that you go through the KYC process.
All right, sounds great. We did have a couple more questions, but I know we're running behind on time. So thank you again for answering those for our audience members. Really appreciate you being here. And everyone else, we're going to segue now to the correct conversation with Jafar and bridging and using Centauri. So we'll see you over in the next room. Thank you so much for everybody for being here.